Alright YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny 2. Alright, time for the obligatory top 5. We're going to go over my top 5 best power weapons within Destiny 2. Let me know what yours are in the comment section. For the most part, we're going to stick to PvE. However, I will talk a little bit of PvP on some of them. And also, I got a couple of honorable mentions at the end who didn't make the top 5, but I still love them as power weapons. Now, a lot of times when I do my top 5s, the fun factor sometimes makes or breaks whether it's going to make my top 5. However, in this video, for the most part, it's going to be its usefulness in terms of where it sits in the top 5, whether I use it in the raid, strikes, and so forth. Also, this video is going to be a little bit more geared towards the newer folks, and much to people's chagrin, I do see new folks in the comment section all the time. When I mean new folks, I mean new to Destiny 2. And let's not forget, PC folks. PC will be coming online shortly, and I'm gathering there's going to be a lot of people who have never played Destiny before, and they'll be playing Destiny 2 on PC. Enough of my babble, let's get into my top 5. Coming in at number 5 is going to be for folks like me, Mesa Fell, who misses with rockets. This is the Morrigan D. Now you get this from the gunsmith, and I'm pretty sure we had this in the beta. Why do I love this thing, and why does it meet my top 5? Well, because it tracks. And there's other rocket launchers I like better, but I end up missing shots. And if you miss a shot, you just wasted your rocket right there. So this thing's got a Haka precision frame, which means it's going to fire auto-tracking missiles on its target. Now, it's got some pretty good splash damage, and I know the curtain call's better, but I have not gotten a curtain call, and I know the curtain call doesn't have tracking. So, listen, I'm using this when I want to use a rocket launcher that tracks when I think I'm going to miss my shots. So many times, there's certain bosses in certain strikes, the Vex Hobgoblin in particular, I will go to shoot a rocket that doesn't track, and he'll move right out of the way, and I just wasted a rocket. Alright, let's look at the perks. Now, the main perk to the right is going to be snapshot sights, so faster time to aim down sights. Now, normally I think that'd be a waste, but you can't hip fire this thing. You have to aim down sight. In the Haka Precision Frame, the intrinsic perk says missiles will lock onto targets when aimed. The rest of it, I got it set up with volatile launch, and I go at high velocity rounds. I do everything I can to maximize my blast radius and my velocity. I don't really care too much about the reload speed. I will say though, the reload speed is slow in this thing, and you only get one rocket in the tube. Coming in at number 4, that's going to be the Man-O-War. This is the linear fusion rifle that you get from completing a quest for Asher Mir, the NPC over on Io. Now, compared to normal fusion rifles, this is what we call a line rifle, basically. It's got a precision frame, which fires a long-range precision energy bolt. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. This thing does hella damage. The only thing is you gotta get the crit spot. I don't use this unless it's a big target, right? Because if I miss my shot and do a non-critical hit, it's still going to do some damage, but you got to get the crit spot. If you don't get the crit spot, you're going to do a lot less damage, as you saw in that clip right there. All right, let's look at the perks. So the main precision frame, that's the intrinsic perk, fires a long-range precision energy bolt. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. So I go with mine with polygonal rifling. It's going to increase the stability. Then in the middle, I go with projection fuse, which is going to give me the most range. You could go with accelerated coils, but I want to maximize my impact and range. The final perk is called moving target, increased movement speed and target acquisition when moving while aiming down sights. When I first got this thing, this is like one of the first power weapons I got. I fell completely in love with it. And I was like, this feels like kind of like a legendary mini sleeper simulant. Lots of aim assist when you're trying to track a target. Comparing it to the Tarantula, if you're already asking that in the comment section, they're both pretty good. I don't know. This works for me better. I can't explain why. I like this better than a Tarantula, even though they're both pretty comparable. Next up, we have Hawthorne's good old Hawthorne's. Hawthorne's Field Forged Shotgun. My opinion, best shotgun in the game. I use it for the dogs during the raid section. I use it for pretty much anything like public events. Obviously, I'm not going to use it on big strike bosses, but this thing is just absolutely awesome. I think it's the best shotgun in the game for PvE and for even PvP. In PvP, you're going to waste people, but you're going to run out of ammo so quickly because of how fast this thing fires, and it's full auto. So in PvP, you get like 4 shots, and you won't even realize that you'll burn through all 4 just to kill someone. Or actually, for me, I'll burn through 3 of them, and I'll have 1 shot left. Now for perks, it's got a lightweight frame, so you're going to move really quick with this thing. It's got superb handling, move faster with this weapon when equipped. Next up, you could go with rifle barrel or smooth bore. I tend to go with rifle barrel. Now you could go with tactical mag or assault mag. Assault mag is actually going to bump up the fire rate from 90 to 100, but I stick with tactical mag. And finally, you've got full auto. So if you get this thing, do not dismantle it, use it and enjoy it. Have fun, especially in public events when all the yellow bars start spawning. You're just going to waste everything, and it reloads really quickly too. Coming in at number 2, well, you guessed it, it's Merciless. You're probably like, why is it not number 1? Well, you probably already know what number 1 is. Main perk in it is non-lethal hits with projectiles make this weapon charge faster until its wielder gets a kill. So if you're laying into a yellow bar, boss, anything, the more you hit them, the faster it's going to start charging up and hitting that target. The other main perk is called Impetus. Reloading immediately after a kill increases weapon damage for a short time. I wish exotics didn't have fixed perks. I wish we could just kind of mess around with things like in Destiny 1. But yeah, this thing is awesome. You know, Impetus, I don't really find it that useful except in like public event situations. Like for boss killing right here, I'm just laying into him over and over. I'm not exactly getting killed with it. But in public events where it's just yellow bars all over the place, you're going to kill some of them with this thing. Yeah, that's where it does come in handy, that second perk. So this is my number 2, and that is Merciless. Coming in at number 1, you guessed it, yes, it is Sins of the Past, the Raid rocket launcher. And this is one of our three of our one-phase callus kills. Hopefully you saw on stream yesterday. Yeah, this thing I pretty much keep on all my characters for all PvE activities. It's very high damage and it shoots slow, but it doesn't track. So if you're just hitting a stationary target, you're gonna waste everything. And in public events, when there's tons of yellow bars all over the place, just fire one of these on the floor, they're all gonna get wasted. Now, if the curtain call's better, let me know in the comment section. I don't know because I don't have one. Anyway, the perks: high impact frame, slow firing, high damage. This weapon is more accurate when stationary and aiming down sights. I go with confined launch, but this thing has cluster bombs. That does so much damage, AoE effect. But it also has Cocoon from Destiny 1. Well, it's not called Cocoon. Auto-loading holster. The holstered weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. Now for some honorable mentions. So the main ingredient, the fusion rifle that we had in the beta, is still the only fusion rifle I use for PvP. I don't know why, I just get along with it really, really well. Cueing the people in the comment section, shock and awe is better. Well, I got a couple of those and I tried it out. I don't know what it is, the main ingredient. I like it, I'm used to it. It's got great aim assist, it's got a great charge time, and I use mine as Arc because it's great for taking down Striker Titans, Arc Striders, and so forth. Another honorable mention is going to be It Stared Back. This is the Raid sword. Now granted, when I look at a lot of swords, they all kind of seem like they have the same perks, but the main ones on these are, the more you hit a target, the more damage you're going to do if you keep hitting that target. Also, if you land 3 strikes back to back, you're going to give yourself some ammo back. Now, can I ask you guys in the comment section, where do I get the Quick Fang and what makes it so good? For some reason, every time I get killed by a sword in the Crucible, it's from the Quick Fang. I think I need to get my hands on that thing. I still have not gotten it yet. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hashtag made it to the end. Do me a favor. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.